I really like this one. Just super chill, just vibe out to it. Yes. And now I'm back. I love saying that, even though I never left. I'm still back, and now I'm back.
I had the wildest dream. It was you and me. We were in 1983.
And I said, play it safe or we can break the rules. The night's young.
Al, you're on deck. Coming up next, Elijah Wallace. Hey everyone. So what I will say is that I did not appreciate her honesty at all.
Okay, so I just finished up my practice show. So I have two, for my comedy performance, I have two shows, a practice show here at this club, and then like my official show where there are gonna be like a live audience there. And so this went real, I think I would say it went well. I was caught off guard though because there was an audience here. It was an audience of other stand-up comedians who were also practicing. And so like I didn't have my set like memorized. I was reading off of my phone. And I was really just expecting for it to be like myself and Michael there. But I think I adapted well on the spot. And I'll actually mention that it was my first time doing stand-up comedy. And people were really supportive of that. And I think some of my jokes landed well, and so I think it'll be, it was great practice for the official show. I'll check in with you all soon.
Play it safe or we can break the rules. The night's young and so are you. We're here all the time.
And then this is the third one.
Decisions.
This is a tough decision.
Yeah.
Okay, so I just did a little bit of hat shopping. What do you think of my new hat? I love it. I tried on a lot of different ones, as you all can see.
I've got something better in mind.
Hey, okay, so this is actually like minutes before I'm going up on set to perform. This is the private room where the comics wait before they go up to perform. And so I'm just going up on my set right now. I feel good about it. I'm not really nervous actually because I feel good about my set. Hopefully people will enjoy it, they find it funny. But yeah, so I'll check in with you all after my performance.
For Elijah Wallace, guys.
Hello, thank you all for coming. So I'm sure all of you are familiar with the expression, honesty is the best policy, yeah? Raise your hand if you would describe yourself as honest. Wow, not as many people as I would have expected. Yeah, you know, it's kind of a tricky question, right? And I'm not sure that honesty is the best policy. And I'm just gonna give you an example why. So recently I went on a date, and the date went okay, but you know, my instincts, you know, things go fine, but your instincts tell you that, you know, this person probably isn't a great match for you. You know, like you didn't get catfished. There are no glaring character flaws. No disturbing details were revealed about the person throughout the course of the date, which happens more often than you would expect. So on another date I went on, it was a first date, and she told me that she had been clinically diagnosed with schizophrenia. She said that she used to hear voices in her head, but had since been treated, and that now the only voices she hears are the real ones. It's a true story. I can't make this up. But back to the date where there were no red flags, and so there were no red flags on this date, but my instinct said, you know, this person probably isn't great for me. And so, but despite that, I did reach out to her, try to arrange a second date because of another instinct, which is called being horny. And so I reached out to her, and you know, I actually have the text messages here on my phone, so I'll read them for you. Pretty open. And so I said, hi, it was great meeting you last week. I hope you have fun on your trip to Austin. She was telling me about a trip to Austin. I saw online Prospect Park is hosting an outdoor movie event this Thursday. I believe that's in your neighborhood in Brooklyn. Would you like to go? Pretty good, right? I mean, thoughtful, yeah? And here's her response. She says, "Hi, Elijah. It was okay meeting you." She said, "Thank you for the drinks. To be honest, I don't think that we are a very good match. I have this nagging suspicion that you might be gay, and for a comedian, I didn't think that you were very funny." I did see the outdoor movie event online as well. It is very close to my apartment, and I will be going with some of my friends. Good luck. And so, my set isn't long enough to unpack that entire text message. But I will say that in this case, I did not appreciate her honesty at all. And honesty was not the best policy. So I recently moved to New York. Before I moved to New York, I lived in San Francisco. And I was a banking analyst in San Francisco. And before I could leave San Francisco, I needed to leave the job, which is easy enough, right? You know, you just, hey, I'm gonna peace out. But there was a small complication in that my boss, my first week on the job, he had loaned me his bike. Very nice of him. But I got the bike stolen actually the next day. I didn't lock it. And so I never was able to muster up the courage to let him know that I got his bike stolen. And so, you know, for about a year this went on where he would ask me in the office, hey, how's the bike doing? Like, are you taking it out for rides? You know, I would tell him, oh yeah, it's going great. You know, I rode it to the office this morning actually, or you know, I rode it across the Golden Gate Bridge. Blatantly lying to him, and I didn't feel good about it. But you know, the time came where for me to submit my 2 weeks notice, and you know, I'm in his office and I said, hey boss, you know, I'm gonna be leaving the firm. And he took that news better than I expected actually. And then I said, and you know, unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to return your bike because it was actually stolen. And his mood shifted quickly. And he asked, he said, so when was the bike stolen? I said, to be honest, the bike was stolen the day after you gave it to me. And he became very upset. He had a few choice words. And he said, you know, you are fired effective immediately. That 2 weeks notice is no longer necessary. And so then another example of when honesty is not the best policy. Thank you all so much. My name is Elijah Wallace.
Hey y'all. Okay, so there's some other comics. So I just did my set. I had some nerves about it. I think I did okay. You all will get to see my performance, or at least some of it. I'll share it with you. And I don't even know how much. I think the audience was laughing. I did hear them laughing. I think they laughed at a good amount of my jokes, so I feel good about it. But you guys will get to see it, and you tell me, you be the judge, whether or not you think I did good. But yeah, so that concludes the episode. I went out and I did stand-up comedy with no prior experience. This is my first show. And yeah, thank you all for watching. I'll talk to you soon. Love, peace.
Wanderlusting all night, and now we're ready for flight.
Hi, Rich. This is Elijah.
Hi. So, how long have you been doing stand-up again?
This was my first time doing stand-up comedy.
Okay, well, you did a really good job for a first-timer.
Thank you.
I'm going to go over your set with you. Are you there?
Yeah, I'm here. I'm just listening and
Okay.
taking notes.
So, like, you hit him with the left hook, now you're going to give him a jab, real quick jab. That's what a tag is, okay? So, nagging suspicion, you might be gay. Oh, I thought her entire text was funny. Yeah, so all of this is the base. You've got some good material here, and I like how you did one set with a scene. the theme of is honesty the best policy. I enjoyed that. Okay, I wouldn't throw anything out here. I would just start tightening it up and tagging it. But this was like an excellent first effort. Okay.
Okay, thank you so much,
So
Rich.
that makes sense.
Yeah, it does, and thank you so much for taking such detailed notes on my set.
So, do you do open mics?
This was my first foray into stand-up comedy. Yeah.
So I would suggest. Do you have our open mic list?
I think so. I'm on the
Okay.
email. I'm on the email list. Okay, so I just got off the phone with the owner of the comedy club that I did my stand-up set at. He gave me really good feedback. He said it was an excellent first attempt, or he said it was an excellent first effort at stand-up comedy, which I really appreciate him saying. He gave me some feedback in terms of ways to like improve my set, and also gave me advice to go to open mics on a regular basis. You know, I really enjoyed the stand-up comedy, but I don't think that right now it's something that I will pursue further. It's just I have a lot of things that I do right now. You know, I make music. I have Wallace White. I have FENDI TV. You know, there's just a lot of things that I'm doing right now. And so to start doing stand-up comedy on top of that, I think it might stretch me a little bit too thin, but who knows what the future holds. Maybe I'll do stand-up comedy is something that I can do in the future. But yeah, thank you all so much for watching my foray into stand-up comedy. Thank you so much to everyone who came out to see my set. That really meant so much to me. And thank you to everyone who's watching it right now. Until next time, love, peace.